spawns here to get P2 in control, but with 20 seconds left, Shotzzy is going to look to work that rotation, and well, he's able to take down Asim now working top art, and well, he has 2 members to worry about, and there's information where he is.
When Shotzi's able to start making plays, that's where Optic are at their deadliest. Bricks are up, wings are flapping. London already starting to hit the rotation, but not before the damage is done. That's a full 40 from Optic early on P1. We go to P2, and we know how dangerous it can be to chain this into our next set of hills. If you're the green wall here, you just want to set up, have Hook in these power positions to shut down those front subs as London try to make a play through the back, but the pinch begins right inside, and Hook is ready for it. Already finds one. Next point.
Well, of course, you have to be able to win your ones, and I mean, the subs, it seems like just not really able to find Hook or slay him on these rotations. I mean, even if they didn't, even winning them, still, Hook is on a 5 spree right now. Just doing everything, winning those important engagements. London Royal Ravens haven't been able to do anything, and even having control, they're still losing it. So now there's a couple of wipes on the board there, and now you have the damage is stopped bleeding a little bit, but 15 seconds left. It's like at every which way, every which way, Optic Texas are in control, and those fundamentals that essentially they were lacking on before, like they're executing everything perfectly.
And P4 was tough, but on to P5, Blacksmith's going to be even a bit more difficult. Look at the team working together and quickly behind his scraps. All of a sudden, London's starting to put some numbers on the board, and Optic more than happy to throw nades over the top, but Yuli just has to play his life here. We talked about impactful kills going into the Thieves matchup. Granted, he got shut down quickly, but that's 2 for Dashy. That's 3 for Optic. There's the contest. Yuli just trying to play his life and stay alive for as long as possible, but it won't be too much to ask because, well, Optic are in yet again. They build upon their lead, just 25 points away from a Game 1 win.
Yeah, and I mean, such a great job, Dashy securing the back there, and Shotzzy to counter up with another 2. It seems forced to push through the front, but that is another wipe for the London Royal Ravens, and yet again, with 20 seconds left, this is win contention here for Optic Texas, and 10 seconds left here in the game. They gotta go now, Spaceman.
You gotta contest. You're gonna run into the guns of Ghost. You're gonna run into the guns of Optic. Everybody drops 250 to 68. Have yourself another 100-point club. Optic Texas, disgusting on Fortress. So hard to push through it. They are making their presence known very quickly. Bomb carriers, Ghosty, first blood as well. Texas on the board now. And a slow crawl from Muley will watch the cross, but can't hit the lineup for scraps. That's a shot you like back.
Yeah, let's see if that bomb was going to reposition over towards A, but it looks like it faked and went back towards B here. But that was a huge kill for Hook to open it up over at B. So you see that bomb repositioning, making London think that Optic is going to go towards B, but we'll see if they Yuli might be able to catch him on rotation.
He just needs time. Gets it. He finds one. Yuli can't reposition. Dashy wins it. Tries to even it out. A 1v2. Scraps with a snipe in hand. He has Dead Silence to work with as well, if he so chooses. But with 20 seconds to play with, it's going to be a quick plan at A, as quick as you like. Just doesn't know where Hook's at. Or not. Nasty saw this swing on the opposite side for Optic. They saw numbers there. You elect to go to B, but Hook, great shots as well. And the follow-up, the collapse. Texas, numbers around 3v2. Bomb is down in a horrible position for London. And Nasty's just got to fly, and he's got nowhere to go except right into the jaws of Hook.
Oh, man. Scraps that had that first blood on Shotzzy over at A. Holding strong now, leading 4-1. And look at this fast, aggressive play from Hook.
Yep. He's on a 5 spree, close to the cruise as well. Where's the mid-round adjustment right now for London? You already get picked early on. Numbers start to scramble. Hook trying to hunt down what would be a cruise and potentially match point here for Optic. And he takes himself out. That is absolutely hilarious. That nade looked pretty far away from our point of view, but
it definitely did.
Regardless, it doesn't even matter. First blood yet again. Optic converting, rolling their rounds into wins. Granted, London were able to even out the numbers, but Hook continues to go on a roll. Doesn't need the cruise, just needs his own gun. 10 and 3 for him. Shotzzy letting nades ring out, but I mean, it's just chaos for the moment. The complete setup broken down. London, how do you recover onto A without numbers?
Yeah, that was credits to Shotzzy on that first blood there to stop the setup. And then Dashy, of course, sitting middle does pick up Nasty. So now Scraps last alive here. The bomb is down. There's 43 seconds left. If you're Optic, this is definitely a win. Just
Nasty at 4 and 7, Yuli at 3 and 5, but the lack of a presence for the ARs has been the detriment right now for London, as Dashy and Ghosty find 2 more. And going into round number 8, I mean, this one is getting out of hand very, very quickly. Shotzi playing with everything, and Hook cleans him up. Guardian Angels there, 4v1. This could be a 2-0 series lead very quickly.
Yep, and that's it. Done and dust.
For London. Trying to stack their numbers and make one final push. You get one wave down of Optic, you get onto the point, but Optic are not letting anything through for free.
No, they are not, and credits to Shotzi, who's on a 3 streak right now, who was roaming in that northmost side of the map, kind of forcing London to spawn over here. And now making quick work too. You see Ghosty set up, so far pushed forward. And they have complete control of this bottom side of the map here. 12 seconds left. London Roller Ravens gonna make the last attempt to make a play.
Kook, roaming, slaying, finding 2. Time dwindling away, and Optic stands strong on defense. Scraps doing all he can, but the green wall does not fall on that second tick. Can't find the angle, but Nasty trying to reposition, getting shot from every direction, has nowhere to go. This should be a chow for Dashy, but he'll just let the nade do all the work. And B should be done for Optic. Now you pull your numbers back to the other point.
Dashy on a 4 streak right now, and my goodness, I mean, a 1.23 control KD versus these guys, and you see why. Still going off right now, and Hook on the other side with a 4 streak. So all of Optic streaking out right now and continuing to capture A.
Does come from the back. Shotzi still flying, still roaming, finding kills left and right. London just trying to throw numbers at this point, and they gotta go.
Yep, and you have to take care of Shotzi, who's on the other side there, but the information is in. There's only 20 seconds left. The London Royal Ravens, the advantage is here that the ASIM is able to take down Dashy, but both Hook and Ghosty take down another 3. And now all last alive, it is Nasty. That is a full wipe for the London Royal Ravens.
Nasty
and now one last push, but not enough time.
Ghosty.
Yeah.
This round was done. Nasty was taking a 1-on-1 against Ghosty at mid-map. He was essentially leaving a 3v4.
Definitely looking like a better map out of them. I mean, you see Nasty has been using a submachine gun too to help apply some of this pressure, but the pressure off the gate, Shotzi with the first blood over at the bar, and now Hook over at A does get tagged up here, but there's the contest that comes in from the London Royal Ravens, and Hook wins it.
Feet inside the point will always work in the favor of Optic. Kook has been absolutely electric in this series. Been the X factor so far. But the point continues. London, no contest, no bodies, anybody around and answer a prayer. It's not going to happen. Scraps trying to make the play from the back at B, but A is gone. Optic very quickly off the back of Hook and Dashy will find themselves another minute and find themselves an absolutely green kill feed. It is everybody falling. B almost done working on the first tick. They're stacking this one quickly. They want this series done and dusted, and I do not blame them.
Yeah, this is looking like it is it. I mean, the full stack is it almost here. Ghosty has a huge battle to win, and he wins it. But I mean, number 5, number 8, you see Nasty and Sim both in the back trying to win these engagements. But that segment is going down. It's about to be captured here, Spaceman.
Dashy, the only one up. Now come the numbers for Optic for London. The only one around's Nasty. Scraps in the opposite wing, but he goes gone. And with that, everybody else collapses. That's going to be it. It's another quick cap. GG's all around. Fist bumps, I think, because, well, Optic find a...
And, you know, just fresh off the dub, you know, 3-0, so definitely happy right now, for sure.
We were looking at some of those highlights, and Hook's smile was ear to ear. What were the comms like today?
You know, we just had fun out there. You know, we were laughing. You know, one of the kill cams, Skylar's thumb, you know, fell out of his thumbstick, and I don't know, it was just funny, and yeah, we were just laughing that entire series for sure.
Definitely business per usual. I guess to, you know, kind of at least ask you something about this series. Last time you guys faced London Royal Ravens, obviously at the home major, it definitely went a little bit more competitively the first time around. What do you gauge this London team from when you played them last time to now? Did they genuinely just get that much worse, or have scrims been going really well and you guys have just gotten that much better as well?
I think we're just onliners. No, I'm joking. Yeah, we definitely played that. Yeah, they're probably going through, like, you know, a hump with that team. I mean, they just picked up Yuli, so they're probably trying to balance things out, trying to figure out, you know, their pace and all that good stuff. But recently, we've been doing really well in practice. Ever since we picked up Dan, we've been phenomenal. So we're kind of just doing everything day by day and try to build from there. So. Shout out Dan, the one and only.
Absolutely. Shotzi, I wanted to ask you, watching you guys run at that last major, you were steamrolling everybody. And one of the thoughts I had was like, how are they going to emulate that same intensity of being in front of the home crowd into an online match? It looks like you guys just did that. What have you guys been working on out of the major? Because obviously looking at the major, it was like we dominated everything.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing that we really took was just making sure our matches were just like our practice. In a way, like we figured out our problem was like if you go back in that Boston, the first match that we played him, we were literally screaming. I didn't know what was happening. Like everyone's going crazy, which is obviously, we were trying to put out a show for our, our major, but we were like, yo, boys, let's just do the same thing we do in practice. Comms, do our thing, and ever since then, we've just been dominating. So we're gonna continue to do that.
Yo, man, I got a bone to pick with you, though. You owe me 25 gifted, brother.
25 gifted?
You did it? What's good? Yes, I did.
All right,
I tweeted you.
This.
He owes me 25 gifted.
All right, link me and I got you.
All right, I will. I absolutely will.
Shotzi, before you go, we also got to plug your work. I love what you've been doing on YouTube. Expo is the new map. When can we get Shotzi's breakout routes? When can you give us a little guide on how to get on our bellies and slide around that place?
Definitely not a guide because I'd be teaching, but definitely subscribe to the YouTube. Been pumping content out there, and I've been just doing my thing on YouTube for sure.
Thanks, man. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
That's Shotzi. Optic walks away with another 10 points, as I predicted.